Well, it's Groundhog Day. Again. And that must mean that I am Professor Robert E.G. Black, and this is the Groundhog Day Project.
It's one of those infinite time loop situations you might have heard about.
It's a thing where the same day keeps happening.
Time.
I wake up every day right here, right in Punxsutawney, and it's always February 2nd.
The last revision is what counts, apparently.
Minute 37 begins with Phil and Rita in the diner, and I forgot to mention at the end of last minute that we did already cut to the shot of the various desserts and things that are covering this table, which feels like a lot of different desserts for this small little diner, but whatever. It's a great visual that he has ordered all this horrible stuff and he's eating it. Before I get into the dialogue, though, between Rita and Phil, I would point out the clocks on the wall, because the decor in here, there's a lot of plates on the wall, and they're on the wall right by Phil, there are 3 clocks. At first, you might only notice the 2 at the bottom. What's interesting about the 2 at the bottom is at a glance, they look like they have the same time. Neither one the correct time. It is, I would guess, at best about 8 a.m. right now. Because they dealt with Gobbler's Knob. Whatever Phil did for his report today, we don't know. But now he has gotten Rita to come to the diner again. They're in the diner. Larry's about to show up, so it is probably around 8, getting ready to leave. Might be a little later, but it's definitely not past 9. The clock on the left says about 6:57. The clock on the right says like 11:30, which is interesting because at a glance, the hands are the same, but if you actually look at them, the hour hand and the minute hand are switched. So I wonder if when putting them up, someone deliberately tried to make them have the same time and did it wrong. I don't know. Or they may have been really smart about it and deliberately made them look similar but not the same. But then the third clock up above, which looks more like a cuckoo clock, and not just an obvious, it's not immediately noticeable, says like 12:20. 3 different times. We can't be sure when anything is happening anymore. It's all iffy. And now Phil is this next thing of taking advantage of it that we're seeing. You know, he kissed Mrs. Lancaster, he didn't step in the icy water, and now he's eating as much junk as he wants. And Rita starts with the line of dialogue, as you do in comedy often. Actually, dramas do this too. Cut into the scene with someone like commenting on the action or asking, wait, tell me again? You know, that kind of thing. And you get the bad dialogue where we're cutting in the middle of the conversation, but you're trying to catch us up with what we've missed. I don't like it. But I like her line. I like to see a man of advancing years, well, she's calling him old, but doing it nicely, throwing caution to the wind. It's inspiring in a way. She is so sarcastic there, but she does not have a sarcastic tone, and it's great. And then Phil says, my years are not advancing as fast as you might think. Doris shows up. More coffee, hun. Yeah, just keep it coming, please. And he takes the pitcher. He drinks out of the pitcher, man. She says, sure thing. And then we get the waiter in the corner dropping the tray. And Gus saying, just put that anywhere, pal. I guess it's Ralph that says good save. I'm not sure who says good save. Maybe it's just another person entirely. And then Rita. Don't you worry about cholesterol, lung cancer, love handles. I love that she says lung cancer here. Oh, because he is smoking. He's smoking also, isn't he? Okay. And he says, I don't worry about anything anymore. What makes you so special? Everybody worries about something. Well, that's exactly what makes me so special. And he's got a piece of, is that pound cake or angel food cake? I think it's angel food cake. I hope it's not pound cake. It's a little dense to do this over and over because he had a spit bucket, but I believe Ramis says in the commentary that he didn't use it. So he actually is sticking whole pieces of cake in his mouth and eating them for multiple takes.
I like to see a man of advancing years.
We asked Bill when we were shooting this, do you want a spit bucket? Often when an actor is doing a scene with food, particularly in commercials, it happens a lot. Rather than swallow all that food, you turn and spit it into a bucket just off camera. Bill said, no, I don't need it. It's fine. So he actually consumed a tremendous amount of food in this scene. He made himself a little sick.
As he says, I don't even have to floss, and he pushes that cake into his mouth, pushes all the corners to get it all in there, starts to chew, and Rita's like, ugh. And mouthful of cake, he says, what? She opens her mouth to talk, but the minute ends. Phil is eating the junk food. It's not going to matter what he eats. I guess he could do some actual studies on whether or not sugar highs or sugar crashes are real, because he could eat all this junk and then see how he feels. The cool thing is, the cool thing. Sorry, when you hear what the cool thing is, you realize why I laugh at calling it cool. If he gets like a stomach ache from this, he can just kill himself and then try again tomorrow. Like, I would not eat all of this in one day.
Of course, what would I do if there were no tomorrow? Eat everything in sight.
I'd be like, I'm going to try the banana split. And then tomorrow I'd be like, give me a slice of that fudge cake. He definitely has to try the blueberry waffles at some point, because that's the special. How's the special blueberry waffles? This doesn't sound like a special. That sounds like a staple. Special today is blueberry waffles. Favorite line from the movie. Oh, it's not. This isn't now. Wait, is that in this scene? Nope, that's not this time. That's later. I should have remembered that. That's God Day. It's when Phil brags everything he knows to Rita in here. Is when Doris says the special today is blueberry waffles. And Rita is saying to Phil, why are you telling me this? And in the script, I wish it had stayed in the movie because it's hilarious. Doris says, because some people like blueberry waffles. She's answering the question as if Rita's talking to her. But that's not now, that's next time. Or not next minute, that's 20, 30 minutes from now. That's all I got for minute 37. Keep it simple. It's going to get more interesting later with Rita reciting a little bit of poetry. Till then, watch a movie, enjoy your life, take care of the people you need to take care of. And if you need to be taken care of, I hope you got people for that.
Knew you were going to say that.
This has been a production of Lemming Drops Studio. You can find links to more at lemmingdrops.com or join the Facebook group Lemming Drops Studio Tour. Also, you can support all my shows at patreon.com/lemmingdrops.
What is wrong in the end which never comes? Or which comes again and again, lapping, like waves.
Since the Big Bang set everything in motion, everything that happens in this universe has to be the way it is. Particles unfolding the way they're destined to.
How do you sleep at night? You've never seen Groundhog Day?
Yeah, you know Groundhog Day is not a documentary.
Remember when Groundhog Day was just a movie?